Great. So I started on this as soon as you started talking about it. Actually, I started getting information on it, and asked for information to come to me in my dreams last night, and got quite a bit of information. I don't have any reason to believe that there's a porthole there. Um, there are those that are watching over her that are friends of hers that have passed on, friends and family, and they're coming to visit her, and they want to be there to help assist her when her time comes to pass on, if that should happen. But there are those that are earthbound spirits that are there, and doing things they shouldn't be doing. And so we're going to talk to them. First, we're going to go in and just ask for those that wish to transition to ascend up to what most people call heaven, and assist them in that way. And then if there are those that are left over, then we'll work with them and talk to them. So let's go ahead and close our eyes. Just imagine in your mind that you're walking up to this house. We're both going to walk together. I'm going to knock on the door. And the lady who owns the house, her higher self is there, and she's is opening the door for us. We say hello, and we're going to tell her that we wish to help those that are earthbound spirits to transition up to what everybody calls heaven. And this will help in relieving some of the energy that is in the room and the rooms in the house. She's shaking her head. Great. So we'll step in now in the living room. You can look around the living room. We'll step forward more into the room. And just stand there and see what you feel. Just kind of feel for any energy other than her energy. She has gone back up to her bedroom. I believe the house is a 2-story. Possibly at different levels, I'm not sure. But anyway, that's not really important. So I feel residual energy in the building, which is normal. But I don't feel any spirits in the house. But I do connect with them, the ones that have been in the house. So I'm going to ask them to join us, to come into the room and speak with us. So I'm picking up that there are 3 gentlemen that are there quite often, and a fourth that comes in once in a while. So what we would like to ask of you, gentlemen, is if you would like to transition on up to what is considered to be called heaven. And let me first help you to understand that there will be no judgment. There actually is no such thing as hell. Hell was a type of fear that was brought in to try and control us and to keep us to live in fear and to justify us in becoming into a religion. So you needed to be baptized, you needed to, depending on the religion, do certain things in whatever religion you were in. And those are really not necessary. The only thing that is necessary is to have unconditional love, which all of you have. Now, you may look back at your life and see that you've done something wrong or what you would consider to be wrong. You may have even hurt somebody or killed somebody or stolen from somebody or beat somebody up, or maybe you even saved a life or helped a lot of people. All of those things were experiences that you came to this earth for. And you actually, before you left what we call heaven and came to the earth, you created a document or a promissory note that you would do these particular things to experience them. At least that's what I've been taught and what I understand is true. And these things take place, and you were doing these things, and they were to come to fruition. And that is where your growth takes place, in understanding these. And when you get up to heaven, nobody will judge you. There's no judgment other than yourself. You will look at your life here on earth and see if you completed all the tasks that you wanted to complete. You're not judged on anything that you think you've done wrong, anything at all, no matter how severe you think it is. You won't be judging yourself on that, other than, did you complete it? Did you follow through with what was necessary for your soul to grow? So this is overwhelming for many and hard to understand, but I speak the truth. We're finding many faults in many religions, and the truth is coming out now as to what really happens. And those that have experienced near-death experiences testify to these things by their experiences going up to heaven and being told it's not your time yet. You need to come back to earth. And in that process, they experienced the unconditional love of heaven and the lack of judgment, and that there is not a God that sits on a throne and makes judgments or sends us to hell or anything like that. So what we're going to do is create a shaft of white light. And this is kind of like, this is what you will step into, and it will draw you up into heaven. And so if you will turn around right now you will see a shaft of white light behind you in the middle of the room there. And if you want to, you can walk up to that and look into it. And you will often see family members waving to you, ushering you in. They have been waiting a long time for you to join them. There is no need for fear. You're welcome to stick your hand in and feel the energy. It will not grab you and suck you in. That's not how it works. You have free will. You can choose how you want to do this. If you don't want to go, that's fine. There will be other times that this shaft of white light will be made for you, available for you. But we are making it available for you now to experience, to look into, to decide if you would like to leave Earth and join your family and friends up in heaven. So what I would ask is that you step forward and just look into the light. See what you can see. The one just said, he's right. I see him. He stuck his finger in and now his hand, and he can feel the love. Very good.
Just one or three of them?
The first one, the youngest one, stepped forward. He's a blonde-haired or light-colored hair gentleman. And he's stepping, and he stuck his finger in first and then his whole hand, and he could feel his hand getting warm, he says. And it feels really good. And now he's just stepped into it. Great. And he's ascending up.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Okay. And now the others are looking at each other, the two there. And the fourth one is off in the distance. And he's watching what's going on. So go ahead. If you guys would like, step forward and look in there. So there goes, and the other one stepped right in, and he's going up, and the third one is a little skeptical. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask me. I've done this with hundreds of people. I've done it with groups of people that have helped multiple people cross over. So, and I've done it many, many times. And he's looking in, and he sees his wife. Oh, wow, I could feel it in my heart, how his heart just got warm, and he's going to step in. Good.
Wow, beautiful.
Now, for the fourth gentleman, please, you saw what happened to the other three. We would like you to also join them. And anybody else that is around that would like to cross over at this time, you're welcome to do so as well. So he's still a little hesitant. He's coming up. He's walking up to the light. He has dark black hair. These gentlemen seem to be from the early 20s during like Prohibition time. And during during that era, 20s and 30s, by the way they're dressed. And he just stepped in.
Wow.
Good. Is there anybody else that would like to step in? Here's an old gentleman. Who's stepping forward. He has a cane. You won't need that cane where you're going. You can leave this. All your pain will be gone. He says, really? I'm in. He stepped right in. Good. Thank you. Is there anybody else that would like to come forward and step into the light? You're all welcome to join. You've seen how these people have crossed over, and there is nothing more enjoyable. Your heart will just completely open up. There's an older lady.
Oh, I just saw the lady too.
Yes.
Good.
She's more from the 40s or 50s by her matter of dress.
Yes, dress.
Yeah. She's looking up, and she stepped in.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh,
Many of them.
yeah.
6.
Are there any others that would like to cross over? No, I don't see any more.
Can we wait a little bit, maybe?
Sure. Yes, we sure can.
For some reason, I started seeing a boy.
Yes, I just saw him too.
Okay.
So I want you to know that your parents are already there waiting for you. You have nothing to be afraid of. Go up to the light and look into it. I can see your dad and your mom both waving to you and wanting you, ushering you in. Your mom has been waiting a long time for you.
Beautiful.
There he goes. Yeah, I could see her hairdo was like that wavy hair from the 50s, late 40s, early 50s or something.
Whose hair? His mom's or the lady before him, the
His
boy?
mom's.
Mom's.
His mom's hair. Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah. It is about all you can do is look at their clothes and try and guess as to what age they are and where. I mean, you can ask also. Let's see if there's anybody else. So anybody at all can cross over. You don't have to be from this house. You don't have to be from any religion, no matter how you like. You're welcome to join. You're welcome to cross over right now. Ooh, the light just got really bright.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Really, it's a little even golden, right? No?
Yeah. Yeah.
I see twin brothers or something. Or maybe it's, do you see twin brothers or no?
I see two gentlemen.
Or maybe not twins, but two, yes.
Yeah, they're definitely brothers. They look a lot alike. I don't know if they're twins or not. Are you guys twins? Everybody thinks they are. Okay, well, that's kind of like me and my brother. We were 2 years apart, but everybody thought we were twins. So they were. And
They're also curious, huh? They also would like to.
Yeah.
It seems like all of them were ready.
Yes. Many times when they pass, they see this white light, but they don't know what it is. And sometimes they don't even know that they've died or passed on. And so they don't know what's going on. They don't understand this thing and understand how come nobody's talking to them. How come everybody's ignoring them?
Right.
And we ask again, is there anybody else that would like to cross over?
Did the brothers go?
Yes.
Okay. I think so.
Yeah.
We're very curious about it.
Yeah, they were both leaning into it.
Yeah.
And looking up, and they looked at each other and just stepped forward.
Awesome. Anybody else?
Is there anybody else? Anybody else from anywhere? You're welcome to cross over. I see an older lady.
Mm-hmm.
She's having trouble getting over.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay. You just take your time, and all of your pain, all of everything that you've ever experienced will be gone. You will no longer be in pain. Oh, thank you. You're welcome.
Mike, what do we do with like some negative entities? Because I see one.
So
But I-
there,
Uh-huh.
go ahead.
I see one negative entity, like
Uh-huh.
astral plane, or that's where they live,
Uh-huh.
but they visit this place.
Okay.
Some dark energy.
Okay.
What do we do with them?
So we can ask them if they would like to cross over. If you have passed away or died on another planet, you're welcome to also take part in this. You're welcome to cross over and to enter into the white light. It doesn't matter where you're from, what you've done. Not at all. You can be from any planet, any solar system. It doesn't matter.
They don't want to.
So sometimes fear does that. It makes it hard for you to understand. But I'll tell you, there is no fear up in heaven. There's no fear at all. Fear only exists in realms of duality. If you have a fear in that way, you can let go of that. And when you transition, that will be gone. You will no longer be living in a realm of duality. Would you like to cross over? You're welcome to step forward. You're welcome to look into the light as others have done. Okay. So I don't feel that they do.
Mm-hmm. I don't think they belong to heaven or something. Like
Right.
they don't live
Uh,
there.
no, they're not they're not they're not in the process of transitioning. In
Mhm.
other words, they have not died. So what are these are what everybody would call ETs. I call them I usually call them, I forgot what the correct name term is, but anyway, they're from other areas. Um, they live here on Earth. There
Mhm.
are those that live inside the Earth, and there are those that uh, are here on Earth and have been here for thousands and thousands of years. And they are not they're not negative in any way. They have a reason for being here. Although what's happened is we have, as humans, have evolved way beyond their capabilities of manipulating us. And so they're in the process of leaving Earth. Quite a few have left Earth because they're having trouble controlling us. And so they're in their own transition, so to speak. And so they come up to the surface of the earth, and they also are those that are interbred within us that live on the surface of the earth. And they are the ones that are mostly caught up in the third dimension, although they are sometimes referred to as fourth dimensional beings. And so what we would ask is that you leave the people in this house alone.
Do you see how many of them?
I see one right now, but I feel the energy of more behind him.
Yeah, it's like about 5 or
Yes.
something. They're like,
So you're not welcome in this house,
mhm.
and you know where you are welcome, and you need to go there. If you continue to come to this house, then we will have those of a higher dimension come and remove you. And they will remove you permanently. And I know you don't want that. And I don't want that. So we ask you to please leave this house. Leave these people alone. You don't have a right to be here. Do you understand this? Just shake your head up and down if you understand this. If you don't, go from side to side. Yes. Good. Thank you.
I kind of created a portal for them to leave.
Yeah, they're leaving.
They're leaving like very easily. You don't need to
Yes.
talk
Yeah.
them into it.
No, you don't need to create a portal or anything like that. They have their own ways of doing things, of
Okay,
leaving. So
sure.
we wish to thank you for leaving. Thank you for respecting the people that are in this house, and we're very grateful. Goodbye. Don't feel anything else.
Yeah, me too.
All right. So I would like to ask the archangels to please close. Wait a moment. Okay. Is there anybody else that would like to transition at this time? Is there anybody else?
I see a man hurrying up. I don't know.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I could pick up on the male energy, but I couldn't see him. But now I do. Okay. Thank you. Sure, you're welcome. Thank you for waiting, he said. Says, I wasn't going to do anything with those others here. I don't blame you. That's fine. There he goes. Is there anybody else at this time that we can help to cross over to go on up to what is referred to as heaven? I think we are done. Do you pick up on any more?
I see a blonde woman,
Okay.
long hair.
Why don't
Maybe.
you ask her to step forward? You can do it telepathically, or you can say it out loud.
Mm-hmm. She's like, I've waited for this for a long time.
Good. Good.
Good. Yeah, she's like, you are my saviors. That's so cute.
You're very welcome.
Oh, come on.
Glad to be of assistance. What year do you think she was from, or years? Looking at her hairdo and the way she is dressed.
You know, she looked like Pamela Anderson, you know, to me.
Yes. Yeah. Similar. Very
Yes,
pretty
but
lady.
I think very recent, you know, recent.
Yeah. Great.
Okay.
Did she cross over yet?
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought so. Okay.
she was rushing. Okay.
Is there anything else? Anybody else you can pick up on? I don't feel of anybody else.
Me too. I've asked after she crossed over.
Okay.
And you know that those entities are gone.
Yes.
The house is so quiet right now.
Yes, it is.
It's beautiful.
So we would like to ask the archangels again if there's anybody else, and if not, can we please go ahead and close the shaft of white light? There we go. And what we would like to do is bless this house now. So we want to fill this house with unconditional love. And we ask the angels and archangels to join us to just send out unconditional love to all the walls, to all the windows, to all the ceilings, to the floors, to the foundation, and above and below and throughout the outside. We fill this house full of love. Very good. Thank you. Thank you all. Our work here is done.
Beautiful.
We thank the guides, our teachers, our master teachers, our archangels and angels, all those that joined in to help. We thank our higher selves, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, and God. Amen. Wow. Well, we didn't get any phone calls. That's good.
That is very good. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. It was so beautiful.
Yes, it is. It's quite rewarding to be able to do that. It's a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mike.
Sure. I'm glad you joined in on that. It's a wonderful experience. It really is. You feel a little bit of what heaven is like, through that. So,
Thank you for teaching me.
sure.